Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Big Bang Chemistry, a complete solution of the chemistry. After my first video, the introduction of Tautomerism, I am here to explain the experimental evidence for the Tautomerism, or you can say the Keto-Enol Tautomerism. You must know first thing, the first Tautomerism discovered was Keto-Enol Tautomerism. And how this Keto-Enol Tautomerism discovered, then all the credits goes to the one organic compound known as what? Ethyl acetoacetate. This ethyl acetoacetate is an ester of beta ketonic acid. So the formula of beta ketonic acid is this: CH3CO CH2COOH. This is your what? Beta ketonic acid. When this acid forms the ester, and the formula of the ester of this acid is CH3O CH2 COO C2H5. It is an ester and the name of this compound is ethyl acetoacetate. How this ethyl acetoacetate is the main reason for the discovery of Tautomerism, or you can say that Keto-Enol Tautomerism. Then again all credit goes to the two scientists who tried to prepare this compound in lab by using the same reagent. So what was the reagent these two scientists used? What they did, they treated the ethyl acetate CH3CO or C2H5 with sodium. Both scientists used the same compound, same substrate for the synthesis of ethyl acetoacetate. So this compound is what? Ethyl acetate. The first work done by the first scientist, the name of scientist was Gaither. The Gaither synthesized the ethyl acetoacetate in 1863 by the action of sodium on ethyl acetate. So he prepared the compound ethyl acetoacetate, and after the preparation of the compound he proposed a formula, molecular formula, or you can say that a structure formula for the ethyl acetoacetate. What was the proposed formula? The proposed formula was CH3COH double bond CH-COOC2H5, and this compound is known as what? Beta hydroxyprotonic ester. At the time of Gaither there was no problem because he prepared this compound and he gave this proposed formula, right? So all the group of scientists was agree about the what with the what Gaither work. But problem comes after 3 years of the work of this Gaither. After 3 years, in 1865, a group of two scientists comes. Name was Frankland and Dupa. What he did, they also used the same reagent, ethyl acetate. They also treated the ethyl acetate with sodium, and they also prepared the what? They were claiming that I also prepared the what? Ethyl acetoacetate. And then after the preparation and after all the research, they also proposed a formula, structure formula for the ethyl acetate, for the ethyl acetoacetate. And what formula he proposed, this was the surprise for all the group of scientists: CH3CO CH2COO C2H5, and the name of this compound was beta keto butyric ester. Now within the span of 3 years, two structures comes for the same compound having the same molecular formula. Now there was a confusion between the scientist and group of scientists. There was a cold war between the work of this Franklin and Dopa and between the work of this Gaither. So there was a cold war between the Gaither and the Franklin Dopa work. And each one, that is Gaither and Franklin and Dopa, was trying to convince that my work is correct, my work is correct. Then they provided the scientific evidence in support of their work. Gaither, what was the evidence provided by the Gaither? That no one can deny that this is wrong. And the evidence provided by the Franklin and Dopa, no one can deny these evidence was wrong. All the evidence was correct. No one can prove that these both are wrong. So what was the evidences given by these scientists individually? Please check. The first evidence given by the Gaither in support of his work, he told that when ethyl acetoacetate react with bromine water, right, the color of bromine water disappear. With the disappearance of the color of bromine water, it proves that the ethyl acetoacetate contains carbon-carbon double bond, because bromine water we are using for the what? Test for the unsaturation. Test for unsaturation. And when you will check the Gaither molecular formula, then you will find there is a carbon-carbon double bond. The second evidence which he gave, he told that when this ethyl acetoacetate react with sodium, it releases hydrogen gas. And the release of hydrogen gas confirm the presence of alcoholic group, because from the 12th class you know that alcohol is a weak acid. It do not react with sodium hydroxide, but it reacts with sodium and release the hydrogen gas. So it confirms the what? There is a presence of OH group. So third evidence, the experimental evidence which Gaither gave in support of his work, he told that when this ethyl acetoacetate react with ferric chloride, a reddish violet precipitate form. The formation of this reddish violet precipitate confirm the presence of COH CH group, and all the evidence was the correct. No one can say that Gaither was wrong. Now check the experimental evidence given by the Franklin and Dopa in support of his work. He told that when ethyl acetoacetate react with HCN, it forms the cyanohydrine, and the formation of cyanohydrine is the basic property of ketonic group. So it confirmed the what? The formation of cyanohydrine confirm the what? Presence of ketonic group. So when you will check the Franklin Dopa structure, then you will find this is the ketonic group, this is the ketonic group. One more evidence, many evidence they gave, but some of the evidence I'm explaining here, which is easy and easily you can understand that actually this keto form or enol form exists. What he told, when ethyl acetoacetate react with sodium hydrogen sulfate, again this is the property of what? Carbonyl compound only. Then it formed the what? Bisulfate. The formation of bisulfate also confirmed the what? Presence of ketonic group. So now both scientists are going and giving the all the evidence before the group of scientists that my work is correct, no one can deny that I am wrong, and here Gaither was telling that my work is correct, no one can deny. And now after the 1865, from the 1865 to 1910, between 1865 to 1910, a big discussion was going on among the scientists, and finally the group of scientists concluded that in aqueous solution of ethyl acetoacetate, the keto form and enol form both exist together, and there is a dynamic equilibrium between keto and enol form. This was the acceptance of the work of Gaither and Franklin Dopa. And see that the gift of God given to the hard worker, that Gaither and the Franklin Dopa, that after the 1910, in 1911, there was one scientist whose name is what? Knorr. What he did, from the aqueous solution of ethyl acetoacetate, he isolated separately keto form and enol form. So now after the 1911, the work of Knorr confirmed the work of Gaither and the Franklin Dopa, and finally in 1911 there is a complete birth of Keto-Enol Tautomerism. I think everyone enjoy my work and this lecture. If you like my work and my explanation, please share, like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. The third lecture coming soon on the mechanism for the Keto-Enol Tautomerism in acidic and basic medium. Thank you very much.